Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode 45, I want to say. And yeah, it's going to be a doozy. I'm not expecting a crazy high rating, but I'm expecting some good bloody matches. We are here for the one-off special event, Faction Warfare. You can see we got the nice little thing that I made, you know, just because why not? And yeah, there's no pre-show, there's nothing like that. We're here in the O2 Arena, of all places. 20,000 people exactly tuning in, buying a ticket, turning up for a one-off special event, Faction Warfare. The Anoa'i Global Alliance taking on Will Osprey's Syndicate. And we open the show with the two leaders, as we said. And William Regal is here match side just to open the show and explain the rules to both leaders and, of course, to everyone watching. And just to quickly confirm again the rules, I'm not going to bring the graphic up. 5-on-5, bunch of singles matches, one after the other. The two leaders begin in the ring. Each match has a 20-minute time limit. The first to secure a pinfall or submission stays in the ring, and the loser is then replaced by another member of their faction. This will keep going until there is a winning faction. Should the main event be the final members of each faction, then of course the time limit is stripped so that we can have a definite winner of Faction Warfare. And the winner of Faction Warfare will get to pick the stipulation going into the 5-on-5 match at LLW Tempest. Hope that makes sense. It'll make sense as you watch if you don't understand. But yeah, we open the show with Anoa'i and Ospreay. They've made their entrances. They are here. They are waiting for the bell as we see them one-on-one for the first time in LLW. But just before that, Galloway's music hits and he comes out to the ramp just to quickly, one, show his face, and two, confirm that he's spoken to William Regal, and the winning faction at the end of Tempest will receive, the winning faction's leader will receive a guaranteed title shot against him in the future. So either Joe Anoa'i or Will Ospreay will come out of this as number one contender for the LLW Kings Championship. Not tonight at LLW Tempest. But yeah, just an added layer of, who's going to win? You know, add more stakes to it. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. We are diving straight into the opening match, which is Will Ospreay taking on Joe Anoa'i. I'm excited. One thing I'm a little bit nervous about, and I think it's going to kick us in the arse immediately, is my product favours longer matches. And because most of these are going to be under 20 minutes, we're probably going to get some penalties. But who cares? We're doing this for the fun of it. I'm sure we're going to get over a 63. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking. Let's get straight into this first match of Faction Warfare. 78. Yep. Oh, there we go. Match was a little too short for an important match. Yep. That's my bad. But in the bout that had superb wrestling and good heat, Will Ospreay defeats Joe Anoa'i in 19 minutes and 7 seconds just before that cutoff with the Storm Breaker, meaning that Osprey's 5 remain and Anoa'i Global go down to 4. So Ospreay obviously going through a brutal match with Anoa'i all the way to the 19th minute. Got the crowd buzzing. An 89 from Ospreay, an 85 from Anoa'i. Of course, if they were given, more time and there wasn't such a time constraint, obviously the rating would be better. But they both got time on their minds, so they're in a rush. But yeah, an awesome match to open this card. Ospreay 1-0 up, you could say. But who is going to come in next for the Anoa'i Global Alliance? It is El Hijo del Fantasma. And in another match that has superb wrestling and good heat, it is El Hijo that gets the win over Will Ospreay, the leader of Syndicate, in 17 minutes 37 with the bridging German suplex. El Hijo with a 77, Ospreay with a 90. Wow. Two excellent back-to-back performances from Ospreay, but unfortunately the match against Anoa'i really took it out of him, meaning that El Hijo can take advantage of this with an 82 rated match. Anoa'i remained ringside for this, just to ensure, you know, what was happening, you know, coaching his team on the sidelines. Yeah, awesome match. HiHo advances, meaning it's now 4 apiece that remain for Syndicate and the Global Alliance. Who's next for Osprey's team? It is Lycos Jr. and an 82 as well. Wow, and about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. HiHo does it again. That is 2 wins in a row for HiHo del Fantasma, defeating Lycos Jr. in 11 minutes, a very quick one, with another bridging German suplex. That seems to be his signature move as of late. HiHo with a 79, Lycos with a 68. Anoa'i still ringside, doing the most work, meaning now there's 4 of the Anoa'i Global Alliance and 3 of Syndicate remaining. Who is going to be coming in next for Syndicate? Let's find out. It is Lycos, not Lycos Jr., and another 82 rated match. And this one had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd again. Lycos gets the win in 18 minutes. So HiHo Fantasma, let's do the math here. So he done roughly 18 in the first one, 12 in the next one. So that's half an hour. Another 18. That's almost 50 minutes in the ring that HiHo has done. Let's round it down, 48-ish minutes in the ring HiHo has done, and he is now defeated. Lycos gets the win by submission with the Blood Moon. HiHo with a 78, Lycos with a 70, meaning it is now 3 apiece, I believe. We've got Lycos, Ricky Knight Jr. and Callum Newman remaining for the Syndicate, and for the Anoa'i Global Alliance we have got Colby Corino, Mokakakuta and Chaz Betts. Now, who is going to come in and replace HiHo del Fantasma? It's none other than his tag team partner, Chaz Betts. And Chaz Betts wants revenge, and he does exactly that. So in about that, had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. He gets the win over Lycos with a grand amplitude in 16 minutes. HiHo still the one lasting the longest in all of this. So, you know, big up to him. But now it is 3-2, if I'm correct. So we've now got Ricky Knight Jr. and Callum Newman left for Syndicate, and then we've got Chaz Betts, Colby Corino and Mokakakuta left for Anoa'i Global. So they've done incredible work to kind of bring it back into their favour. And we say, you know, massive thanks to HiHo del Fantasma, who definitely is the MVP so far. Following on from this, though, replacing Lycos is Callum Newman and an 80. Whoa, and about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Callum Newman gets the win. He defeats Chaz Betts. So Chaz is not in here too long. He gets knocked straight out when he is defeated in 16 minutes by pinfall. So Callum Newman has now evened it out. It is now 2 apiece as we head towards the end of this faction warfare. Anoa'i and Osprey have stayed ringside for this. You know, they've stayed on opposite sides of the ring, you know, kind of coaching, clapping their team through. Other members have stayed ringside as well. It's kind of slowly turning into a lumberjack match, but none of them are getting involved ringside. You know, they're all respecting the rules that were set. But Callum Newman has survived and has now made it 2-2. Yes, I was about to say 2-1, but that's not true. Out next for the Anoa'i Global Alliance is, or Global Empire, have I been saying Alliance? Global Empire is Colby Corino, and a match that had superb wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. We've got a time limit draw. Colby Corino pushing Callum Newman to the extreme. Callum Newman doing the same with Colby. Callum Newman, you know, really showing himself out here. Gets the win over Chaz Betts, who is a champion in LLW, and then pushing Colby to his limit. Colby with a 77, which is, I just realised these numbers have been insane. Callum Newman with an 83. Hello, where did that come from? I've kind of just been ignoring the scores, but yeah, Callum Newman and Colby Corino draw. There's a time limit draw. They've been broken up by the referee. Osprey's pulled Newman out. Anoa'i has pulled Colby Corino out, which means the final match in this faction warfare is a one-on-one. The final members of each team, Ricky Knight Jr., our LLW Prince's champion, taking on the right-hand man, second in command, you could say, according to Anoa'i, Mokakakuta, the silent warrior of the global empire. And this, hopefully, is a pretty good match. Of course, being the main event, the main show, the final bout in this warfare, and being the two final members, there is no time limit for this one. So we're going to keep going until there is a winner. Let's not waste any more time. Let's see who is walking out of Faction Warfare as the winners, I guess, yeah, and gets to choose the match stipulation at LLW Tempest. An 80, nice, and about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Mokakakuta gets the win. He defeats Ricky Knight Jr. in 28 minutes with the discus lariat. Mokakakuta and Ricky Knight Jr. have pretty good chemistry, so that is great to keep in mind. Mokakakuta has just defeated our LLW Princess Champion in the final match of Faction Warfare, meaning that he has won it for Joe Anoa'i and the Anoa'i Global Empire. Madoka with a 66, not the best. Ricky Knight Jr. with an 82, an 80 rated match to end the show. And Joe Anoa'i climbs into the ring, celebrates with his right-hand man, Mokakakuta, grabs the microphone and says, "Osprey, I say it's go hard or go home. My 5 guys, your 5 guys, falls count anywhere. We'll see you at LLW Tempest." And he throws the mic down as they all celebrate together. He lifts Kakuta onto his shoulders. Chaz bets HiHo back in the ring. HiHo, huge plaudits for him. He did really well. Osprey's just sitting on the ramp with his Syndicate boys, kind of feeling a bit sorry for themselves, but now they have got that fuel, that fire lit inside them. They can get revenge at LLW Tempest, where it is now official. We will get the global empire, Anoa'i's global empire, taking on Will Ospreay's Syndicate in a 5-on-5 Falls Count Anywhere match. And that match will be the main event of LLW Tempest. Let's see how we did with this special one-off event. An 80, a lot better than I thought we'd get, to be honest. But yeah, you can see the breakdown here. It took me a little while to work out all of this, but I think it worked quite well. Obviously, I did want to try and get the Colby Ricky Knight face off, but you know, we can't force too many things in here. But HiHo really showing up, getting a great win against Osprey. Osprey Anoa'i, that's a match that we're obviously going to have to run back at some point. But it looks like Anoa'i's Global Empire have the advantage going in to Syndicate. So yeah, the main event of LLW Tempest has been set. It will be, well, we might as well name them all. Joe Anoa'i, HiHo del Fantasma, Chaz Betts, Colby Carino and Mokakakuta taking on Will Ospreay, Lycos Jr., Callum Newman and Ricky Knight Jr. The winner of that match, their leader, will become #1 contender for Drew Galloway's LLW Kings Championship. And of course, will have bragging rights of being the best team in LLW. Let's quickly make our speech. I know this probably isn't the longest of episodes, but first of all, Mokakakuta won it for everyone, so we're going to have to give him a hug. HiHo was, in my opinion, the MVP, we could say, although Callum Newman as well was pretty great. I mean, I saw his numbers. It's a shame that we can't give a one to Will Ospreay, but I don't think he needs it. So I think these 3 guys, actually, let's swap Callum and Madoka just so we can end on the guy that won. Give him some encouragement. No, I want to give him a hug. Hug. There we go. Cool. So we have got Callum Newman, seems pleased. HiHo seems pleased. Mokakakuta, who can tell what he's feeling? Let's be honest. But that is the end of this one. I know it's not the longest of episodes, but I figured it'd be fun. Throw a little quickie in here. We'll continue with the March shows in the next episode. And yeah, those March episodes are the final ones ahead of LLW Tempest, which happens April 1st, 2026. Obviously, we're not going to wait till actual 2026. It's in-game 2026. But you get the drift. We'll be continuing with our women's London Siren tournament, and we're also going to confirm a bunch more matches. We're going to have a number 1 contenders match for the Knights Championship. That will probably be at Tempest. I think I'm spoiling stuff now. Pack is obviously going to continue his London's own championship challenge, so that will probably be happening in the next couple of weeks as well. But yeah, huge main event. We've also got, of course, Bobby Guns and Dan Maloney confirmed. Yeah, we'll get into all of that at the end of the next episode when we confirm the final card for LLW Tempest. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see each and every one of you in the next one.